Hi guys, H&J here, and today we'll be unboxing and reviewing the Nintendo 3DS.
Alright, so it had this is like our new thing due to technical issues, so you'll finally get to see it. I've got Cosmic Black, so let's open it.
Out of the two colours, which are
Aqua Blue.
Aqua Blue and Cosmic.
So in here you've got, you can't see it, you've got instructions, Club Nintendo, augmented reality behind that, and just like the instruction manual. I'm going to lift this up. Right, here we've got charger, similar, exactly the same as the DSi charger. Here in this polystyrene we've got the 3DS itself, and oh, there's something hidden here. We have the
new charging
dock. It came with a charging dock, so that's really nice. You can see the charger hugs in at the back here. Alright.
And now the main feature.
Here's the 3DS. It's got the two cameras here. LNR buttons. Charger. The new game thing, which is like, there's a bit like sticking out here for the 3DS games because they have a bit sticking out for some reason.
New pen.
New stylus. Like this is like the size of the normal DS one, and then it extends to the size of the DSi XL stylus for bigger hands. So that's really nice. And then here if we open it up, we've got analog stick, D-pad, buttons, 3D. Most importantly, the 3D slider, so you can say how much level of 3D you want. Other camera, 2D camera here. The top screen is wider than the touch screen. On the side here, we've got SD card slot and the volume, which is now a slider. Here we got power button. We got a select and a home button now. We got a home button now, so that's new. And at the side here, we've got the wireless button, which turns like the wireless on and off. And also, here we've also got the headphone jack. Right, now that's the unboxing. Now we're going to get right into the software. Right, before we turn this baby on, there's just a few other things that we forgot to mention on the outside of it.
From matte now, it's now a glossy surface. We like this, but however, it's a fingerprint magnet. Like, we've had it, we just unboxed it, and it's already covered in fingerprints.
Yeah. Also, I noticed this. There is actually not a DS logo on the top of it, unlike with the light. If you look here, there's a little logo here, so that's cool. There's also the light. There's the microphone is. Oh God! The camera's gone. There's a microphone here and here. There's also like the lights here, and hidden on here is a notification light. So if you get notifications for the new option, Street Pass and other stuff, then that will flash.
Right, on the inside, the main difference is the analog stick, or as Nintendo call it the slider.
Yeah.
There's also the original D-pad and the X, A, B and Y buttons. Also at the bottom there is a select, start and a new home button, which takes you directly to the menu when you're in-game.
Yeah, so we're going to turn this off. For obvious reasons, I'm going to have the 3D off because the camera won't be able to pick up. So it takes a while to turn on, but just going to wait for it. Okay, here it is. Just zoom in here. Here it is. So here's the menu, which is quite cool. So in here you've got your internet browser, which won't work until the update coming in May, I believe. Notifications here, friends, and in-game notes. So if you can write down notes for like bits of the games, like if you're like say playing a game and you have to go a certain direction, then you just like press the home button and you quickly click on game notes. look at it quickly and then quickly go back onto the game. Here you've got brightness, and you've got like you can see how many things you want to see on the home thing at the same time. L and R on the home menu take you just camera shortcuts. They take you to the camera. Here, this came with update. It's a 3D video.
So basically, you can just watch 3D movies on the DS now.
Yeah, so
there'll be like the PSP.
Yeah, there'll be a store coming soon. There's the camera. That's cool. At the top here, you've also got like date and time, and you got Street Pass. So if you have this on sleep mode, if you take a certain amount of steps, I think it's 100 steps, and you get 10 coins, and it's like 10 coins per day, and you use those coins to unlock things like in the new Street Pass system. There's Nintendo Sound,
much like the DS XL
and the DSi. Here we got the Mii Maker. This is a highlight. You're allowed to just like on the Wii.
Basically, you just take a photo of yourself. And
yeah, that's one of the options. You can make one from scratch or take a photo yourself. We'll probably show that later on in the review. Here you've got the Street Pass Mii Plaza. This lets you like meet other Miis through Street Pass, and like you can scan barcodes, special barcodes for Miis, and you can also like play games with other Miis, which is really nice. This is one of our favourites, the augmented reality. Basically, come packaged with Nintendo 3DS is special cards. You place them down and the camera picks them up, and there's like little mini games you can do. There's fishing, painting, something to do with these special character cards that come with it as well, and you got AR shot and shoot and target range.
This is one of the main reasons why the 3DS has 2 cameras on the front, so you can view things in 3D.
Yeah. Here we got another game built in, Face Riders, where you use the entire room and you just move you and the DS like round the room trying to shoot the little head things, which is really cool. Then we got the boring health and safety, which I think is just pointless. Activity log, it tells you what you play each day and like how much you play. And then we got the download play. If you want, where you can play download get multiplayer. If you don't have a game and you want to play it with someone else who has a 3D game and a 3DS, then you use the download play. If you do it with DS Lite games, like if you wanted to play the old Mario Kart, then the menu would change back to your old DS Lite, DSi like menu. And this is just the system settings where you just like configure all the settings really. Now we go on to comparing with our old friend here, Harrison's old DS Lite. So let's do that now.
Okay, here's the comparison. At the top here we have the DS Lite, and the bottom the 3DS. Main difference here, the surface is glossy on the 3DS, matte on the DS Lite. Logos on the DS Lite, no logo on 3DS.
Another thing also is these. If you look at the top, I'll just grab DS Lite here. Round, it's like more rounded on the DS Lite. If you look here, and the button and the little flashy things are there. I don't know what they are.
Whilst on the 3DS, they're jagged and more cut.
Yeah.
Like and there's no power.
Thing. There's only like a notification thing on the button, which I've already mentioned. Right. Now we go on to like the front and outside of it. On the 3DS, on the front bit, you've got your headphone jack, and you've got the microphone here, which not many reviewers have mentioned, and you've got like the power light and the charging light, and another microphone. Whilst on the DS Lite,
the the volume is there. Then there's the Game Boy Advance slot and the headphones
jack. Yeah. On the side.
On the light, everyone knows there's the power, and next to that the stylus slot. However, on the 3DS, the stylus slot is now at the back, like the original DS, which I don't like. Well, we don't like.
On the side here, unlike the DS Lite, which has the volume, the power and the stylus, you've got well, you can blatantly see the 3D slider that's like on the top screen here, but just basically just below it is the wireless button, which turns the wireless on and off. And on the other side, as we've mentioned before, we've got volume and just SD card slot.
Now we're going to go on to the inside of the two. Right, on the DS Lite, there is no slider. There's the 2 power, there's the mic, start and selected there, and it has the 2 screens at the same size. Now 3DS.
On the 3DS, as we've mentioned before, everything is changed. Cameras, there's a camera like the DS, except where the mic was on the DS side, the camera was where the mic on the DS Lite was. That's there. You've got 2 speakers there. 3D screen is bigger than the touch screen, except so if you're playing DS Lite games, the DS Lite games will not be enlarged. They'll just be exactly the same size as the touch screen. There'll just be a little black border around it. 3D slider here, as we've said again.
Power button has been moved to the bottom right. Instead, on the DSi it was on the left, and obviously on the DS Lite it was at the side.
Analog stick, or the slider, as we've mentioned before, which is much better than the PSPs. I really like this analog stick.
Agreed.
Though when you're playing and also, which is really good, when you play people have said that when you play DS Lite games on this, you have to use the D-pad. You cannot use the analog stick. They are wrong, because we've played all of our DS Lite games on this, and you can use the analog stick for all of the games, apart from the Professor Layton ones, obviously.
The select and start buttons are at the bottom, along with the new home button, which we've explained.
Yeah, which is copying the Wii, basically. I like the idea of the whole multitasking thing.